And welcome to the Schaefer Gymnasium on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University here in Waxahachie, Texas, where today the SAGU Sports Network brings you a doubleheader. Both the ladies and men are in action against the University of St. Thomas from Houston, Texas. And hello everyone, welcome again to the broadcast. Rob Price here along with my broadcast partner Tim Robertson. Welcome back, Tim. It's been almost 60 days since our last broadcast on November 10th when we wrapped up the football season at Lumpkin Stadium with the football team.
Yeah, it's been a while, but we're back and we're better than ever now, kicking off the basketball season. Now, basketball's been going for a while. They started playing in early November. They've been going a long ways. This is essentially the midway point for the season for both the men and Lady Lions. And right now, the Lady Lions need to kick it into gear. They found themselves, like last year, towards the bottom of the Red River Conference standings. But last year, they were able to put together a nice little run in mid-January that propelled them into the tournament. You see the top 8 on your screen right now. The Lady Lions are nowhere to be found. Their opponents, however, the Lady Celts, are at 3-3 in the Red River Conference and in 5th place. So the Lady Lions really need to start today putting together that run, that mid-season run, to drive them into the tournament.
I do believe you're right, and I talked with Coach Beatles before the game. He said, Rob, there's 3 things we have to do to win the ball game. Number 1, we've got to rebound. This is a good rebounding team, the Lady Celts. Plus, number 2, they've got some great three-point shooting artists. 3 of them can really shoot lights out. Number 3, he said, we've got to stop the turnovers. Some young freshman guards give us a lot of playing time, so turnovers, rebounds, it sounds like a typical game plan, but that's what's going to take to beat these Lady Celts today.
Yeah, and really the young team aspect is the aspect that we're going to see again this year. Last year we talked about it, if you were tuning in with SAGU Sports Live, how this is a very young team from the start. Unfortunately, some of the veterans who were young last year and now we're supposed to be the veteran leaders have fallen out due to injury this year. So we're back to a very young lineup for the Lady Lions. And there's some real standout players we'll talk about here in just a moment. But looking at this matchup today for the Lady Lions and Lady Celts, you see some real different styles of play in how much points is allowed. The Lady Lions are only averaging 59 points a game, but they only allow 64.5 points a game. On the other end, the Lady Celts score 69 points a game, but allow 72 points a game. So you feel like something's going to give there with how many points the Lady Lions will be able to score, since the Lady Celts are giving up 13 more points than they're used to scoring. Rebounds, we talked about it. The Lady Celts are usually rebounding about 42 balls a game. And we'll talk about this all year long. Rebounding is how you win games. Rebounding, especially on offense, gains you extra possessions, and it gets you extra points. It's as simple as that.
And those three-pointers can really keep you in a game as well. If you're not rebounding well, it's the one savior, if you will. If you can exchange 3 for 2, you can hang in there at the end of the game.
Yeah, and that's the way that we'll really see that develop today. Who can really knock down the threes, make the big plays when it matters, because the Lady Celts are averaging about 5 a game, the Lady Lions about 4.6. So that's very even right there. Whoever can take an edge right there can really add a lot of momentum here. And that's going to be another thing about this game is these players have been off for about 2 or 3 weeks now. They had Christmas break. They went home. They got some turkey in them.
I think we all did.
It's a matter of, absolutely, it's a matter of dusting that rust off when you come back to play. So don't be surprised if the first 5 or 10 minutes these two teams are trying to feel each other out and try to find some sort of rhythm to begin the 2013 season off with.
Big picture in the conference, out Lady the Lake, undefeated, 6-0 in conference, 13-0 overall. There's no rust to shake off their game at all. And right behind them, Wiley College also at 6-0 and 12-1 on the season, Tim.
Yeah, and I think the most bizarre thing about this top 8 you see right there is at the 8th spot, Langston. If you follow the Red River Conference at all, you know this team is a juggernaut. Over the last 4 years, they are 72-6 against Red River Conference opponents. This year, 2-3. So we're seeing a real shift of power. This is the Lady Lions last year in the Red River Conference, but for the last year, we're seeing a bizarre shift in power that has put the perennial powerhouse into the 8th spot here early on in the season. So very interesting conference, and it'll only get more and more interesting as we progress into late January and February.
And then in a couple hours at 4 p.m., we'll turn things around and get ready for the men's basketball game, another highly competitive matchup against the Celts of St. Thomas.
And that's going to be a really good one. These two teams met in the Red River Conference tournament last year, and we'll see a great matchup between these two teams. That's going to be a great one.
Well, some key players for SAGU to pass along to Taylor Hill, averaging 11.2 a game and also 2.8 assists a game. And then the two-sport athlete, Cassie Cox, along with Jessica Sodich, both making starts today. They're making that transition quickly from volleyball to basketball. Cassie averaged 10 rebounds a game since her activation in late November. And then Sarah Hankins, 4 double-doubles already on the young season, including, Tim, 29 points a couple of games ago.
That was a really good game for her. Led the Lady Lions for the season so far. We talked about Jessica Sodich and Cassie Cox. If you watch volleyball in the fall, you know those are the two of the 3 best players on the team, really.
Raw athletic ability of these two ladies.
And so we're going to see them on the basketball today. Looking at some of the key players for the St. Thomas Lady Celts, Amber Arsenault-Francis, she leads the team with 18.8 points a game. She also leads the Red River Conference with 11.3 rebounds a game and has 3.3 steals a game, which also leads the team. So she is heads above all other players on her team. She's the team leader undoubtedly. Hashira Boone-Rogers has 10.2 points per game and also has 6 assists a game, which leads the team. That's a number the Lady Lions have to find a way to really battle back. They're not a very good assist team, and obviously the Lady Celts really are. Last, you have Megan Lormond with 14.8 points per game, and she has 25 three-pointers on the season.
Wow. We
talk about threes being a huge issue, especially with trying to get some momentum going early in this game. You might be looking at Lormond to start the Lady Celts off 2013.
And it's, rebounding, 11.3 you mentioned, that leads the Red River. And that's a lot of players in this league to have us on the court, the leading rebounder. Lady Lions have got to block out on the post, play solid, fundamental ball when the ball's up in the air.
Yeah, and they're going to have to find a way to flip those stats. If they get out-rebounded a lot today, they will continue to let the Lady Celts kind of capitalize off of, they're not a very good shooting team, but they'll be able to capitalize and get those second opportunities. The Lady Lions want to stay in this game. They're going to have to really neutralize that threat on the rebounds.
There is any a mental advantage. Coach did tell me before the game that, hey, we won both games against the Lady Celts last year, so although they're stronger this year, we do have a 2-game win streak based upon last year, although it's just their second season of play in basketball. So new program, but so far we've yet to lose a game to this team.
Yeah, last year was their inaugural season, but it does give you a little bit of confidence going in. A lot of these girls are returning, and most of the Lady Celts are returning, having that mindset that you know how to beat them. Obviously Coach Beatles has played them before and knows how to game plan for them. So you look at that mental advantage, that does really help.
Well, coming up will be an interview with head coach Arlen Beatles just before we begin the broadcast today. And we want to welcome back all of our Facebook fans as well. There might be possibly a trivia question we're thinking about. Is that a possibility in this game?
Yeah, you got to stay tuned. We may have a trivia question for you at some point. You have to go to the Facebook page. If you haven't liked our Facebook page yet, you got to go like it, facebook.com/SAGU Sports Live. We have highlights that go up after every single game, as you see it on your screen right there.
And we welcome all of our viewers watching, hopefully from Houston. If there's any folks from the St. Thomas area watching the broadcast, welcome into the only high-definition broadcast in the NAIA right here in SAGU.TV.
Our third season of doing basketball, so we've really been pushing a long ways. We have some big announcements coming up this semester, so you need to stay tuned to the Facebook page to get all that latest news, all the latest updates on where SAGU Sports Live is going next. It's going to be a lot of fun over the next few months, I can already tell you that. And the big thing is you got to go for the highlights. Every single Monday morning, we'll have highlights up there from this weekend's games. You can go back and watch all the highlights from fall's action, some of the best plays of the year, some of the best plays you can see in any of the sports, I still believe. I haven't seen any highlights in the NAIA that can really equal some of the great highlights we saw last year in football and volleyball.
We have a great crew on hand to give all the action for you today as well. Plus, our student body is still getting back into town from the long break, so a few seats in the stands, but perhaps you're out of state, so welcome also our SAGU staff and faculty and students watching online today.
Well, I believe we're just about ready for the interview with Coach Arlen Beatles. We have Jessica Price on the court ready for that. So Jessica, take it away.
In a similar position last year, just as they are now, but you guys are able to rally in the second half of the season and rally for a spot in the Red River tournament. What do you guys need to do to duplicate that result?
Well, I think we have to do the same thing we did last year. We're a very young team this year and been sort of depleted with some injuries, but I think if we take care of the basketball, and our players are getting a little used to each other now, so I think we'll start to come together. I hope so.
Awesome. Well, specifically today for this team, what do you guys need to excel in order to beat St. Thomas?
Well, they've got 3 really good outside shooters. You fans can look for number 1, number 12, and I believe number 20. Those three are really good outside shooters. Plus, their inside lady, number 33, is very physical on the boards. So we've got to keep her off the boards, and we've got to contain those outside shooters to have a chance to win today.
All right, well, sounds like a plan. Hope we win. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Jessica, and we'll be right back for more action, pregame action, as we prepare for tip-off here at the Schaefer Full Life Center Gymnasium. We'll be right back after this quick break. And welcome back to the Schaefer Gymnasium. We're just a few minutes away from tip-off here at the Lady Lions, prepared to square off against the Lady Celts of St. Thomas University. And we sat right here, Tim, a few months ago at this table calling some really, like you said, exciting action from one young lady named Jessica Sodich from right here in Ovilla Christian School, a small private school just a few miles away. She signed on to play volleyball, and apparently she's got some basketball game as well.
Yeah, we did an interview with her, and she actually said she may actually be a better basketball player than a volleyball player. I'll have to see that to believe it, because she was an amazing volleyball player this last season, has really become one of the best hitters in the Red River Conference, undoubtedly. And today she's actually going to be starting for the Lady Lions, her first start of the season. Coach Beatles before the game said that she's really earned it. She's just played really hard. It has earned her way into that starting position. So it's going to be interesting to watch her as she goes to the dual sport route. Last year, obviously, we saw Cassie Cox go from a powerful hitter to a powerful block master underneath, and she is, like we said, already 100 blocks. She's only played 10 games this year and has 100 blocks since she's come back into, 100 rebounds. But she also has, I believe, she's got nearly a block a game at this point. So Cassie Cox and Jessica Sodich, two volleyball heroes, will be taking the basketball court today. They know how to own this gymnasium, so hopefully they can lead Lady Lions to owning it in basketball.
Why weren't you and I blessed with these athletic genes? What is wrong with this world? There's injustice everywhere. So anyway, God bless Cassie and Jessica. We'd love to see them in action playing two sports for the Lady Lions today as we prepare for action just a few moments away. Now, looking at the University of St. Thomas side, as you heard Coach Beatles just say, Amber Arsenault-Francis is going to be their big rebounder. She's a senior from Houston, Texas, along with their three sharpshooting artists, Hashira Boone Rogers, Megan Lormond, and also Emily Sebo.
Yeah, so you got to look for those right there. Well, we're just about ready for the action to start here at the Schaefer Full Life Center. We're going to do a quick commercial and be right back.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Watch me crank that Holy Ghost. Watch me roll. Give them praise, I save my soul. S-A-B-E, what I be. Fill me up with that Holy Ghost. Now crank 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 that Holy Ghost.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the starting lineups for the Lady Celts.
Fill me up with that Holy Ghost. Now crank that Holy Ghost. Now crank that Holy Ghost.
At guard, senior number 1, Hashira Boone Rogers.
Look here, this year, I'ma change the game.
At forward, freshman number 12, Megan Lorman.
Tired of being a devil's slave. Better wake up, time to change up. Yeah, we
At guard, junior number 13, Gabby Guzman.
you can use it when you feel afraid. So stand up, tell the devil.
At forward, sophomore number 20, Emily Sebo.
In that nonsense mess they playing on the radio. I'm 2 steps ahead.
And at forward, senior number 33, Amber Arsenault-Francis.
God and bang it through your stereo. So I'm a lion, you
Head coach is Mike Ricks.
around feeling weak. Shackles off my feet, so that devil really can't touch me. You follow
And now the starting lineups for your Lady Lions.
I'm enlisted in the army of God, so I can be all I can be. And when I
At guard, sophomore number 10, Kiwi Pratchett.
fool you, don't let my house fool you. When it comes to the love of God,
At guard, freshman number 13, Taylor Hill.
crank that Holy Ghost. Crank it, watch me roll. Give 'em praise.
At forward, freshman number 23, Jessica Sodich.
Crank that Holy Ghost. Now crank that Holy Ghost. Now crank that Holy
At forward, junior number 30, Sierra Hankins.
Give 'em praise, I save my soul. S-A-B-E, what I be. Feel me
And
up
at forward, sophomore number 33, Cassie Cox.
Holy Ghost. Now crank that Holy Ghost.
Head coach for Lady Lions is Arlen Beadles. Assistant coach is Corey Henry.
Evil devil, yeah, we stop and shout it. When it comes to G-O-D, I say what's poppin', shout it. When it comes to the evil devil, yeah, we stop and shout it. When it comes to Jesus Christ, I say what's for show. When it comes to the evil devil, yeah, we stop.
And Tim, nothing left to do but tip off and play some basketball. The rust better be off because Christmas break is over and the Lions are back in action here at the Schaefer's Full Life Center. It's time for some ball.
Yeah, and you'll see the stands are emptier than usual. Unfortunately, this game is taking place before the official start of the spring semester. However, it is Ellis County days here. So if you are in the area at all in Ellis County, it is free admission here at the Schaefer Center today. So come on out, support your Lady Lions, support your men here at 4 o'clock because it's going to be some good basketball. We start off a conference slate to begin January.
Lions dressed in white and Lady Celts in black get the tip and quickly put 2 on the board.
Emily Sebo with quick points. You see it happen very quickly for the Lady Celts going down the field.
There's Cox. She answers.
Fast pace to begin this game. Each team striking quickly.
Lions are set up in a 2-3 zone. And there's a little miscue at the top. She was trying to swing it around, Tim, from left to right and got caught over her left shoulder, and that's a turnover.
Yeah.
Lions will retain possession.
Sebo never really had full possession of the ball, trying to get rid of it, and essentially travel, double dribble, whatever you want to call there, you're not allowed to do that. Here's Taylor Hill with the ball.
There's a trap. She's in trouble.
Lady Lions struggled with the full court press last year, and you've noticed that this year it can really cause problems against them. Luckily today they're facing a St. Thomas team that doesn't have a whole lot of height. Only 2 players listed at 6 foot, and that's it. They're not dealing with too much height, so they might have a little bit more success breaking that full court press.
That's exactly what Coach said they need to do is stop those turnovers from these young guards. And you know what? Nothing like the fires of game action, live game action to get those wrinkles worked out. So Bratchett now from the top sets the offense into Hankins. 3-ball off. Cox with the rebound, misses the putback. That's a good look there from Lorman.
Yeah, she mentioned she had 25 threes on the season already, and she did a good job passing the ball back and forth to get her defender off her. St. Thomas just hanging around the perimeter, scouting out
Exactly.
this zone the Lady Lions are offering.
Now they get the ball inside the paint, back out. 5 on the shot clock. Sodich hauls it in.
Seems the Lady Lions at the moment are content to let Lady Celts hang around the perimeter. They're not forcing them out, but they're guarding that interior very well.
Now here's Sodich into Hankins. Shot clock dwindling down. Now 5. Here's a shot. Rebound, whistle off Hankins' fingers. So Lady Celts will bring the ball up court. 2-2. Just 2 minutes into the ball game.
I like the way Lady Lions defense is looking so far. They're not allowing. Oh, what
There's
a steal by Sodich. She'll
take it all the way herself. Rebound, Lady Celts.
Lady Lions do offer a lot of speed. You see Bratchett out there and Hill, Sodich, all very fast players. The foul's going to come in here.
That's going to be on Hankins, reaching in.
Southwestern foul number 30, Sierra Hankins here first.
Blocking foul took place on the floor, so the Lady Celts will inbound underneath the Lady Lions basket.
And a few more fans find their way into the stands. It's good to see a few more folks come out to game 1 of this doubleheader here at the Schaefer Gymnasium today. And there's another whistle.
That's going to be another foul on Hankins going up for the block. Got a little hand, and that is a shooting foul. So it will send Arsenault Francis to the line for 2. Lady Celts are not a good free throw shooting team. They average only 59%. And right there you see why a miss to start it off. You want to average at least 75, I feel like.
Brittany Griffin gonna check in for Hankins.
Hankins with 2 quick fouls.
It's not a good start when you're starting centers. Got 2 fouls, 2.5 minutes in, so Beatles has no choice but to give her a seat in the bench for a few minutes. 1 or 2 good for the Lady Celts, and they take a 3-2 lead, and they do bring the trap. Hill tries to break it.
It's going to be a double dribble, trying to break through that Lady Celts defense. St. Thomas offering some good defensive looks right now, keeping the Lady Lions off balance after they had a quick layup following the initial point.
Well, and they scouted the Lady Lions very well, knowing the young freshman underclassmen guards may have trouble handling the ball at the court. They're going to bring that pressure. And here's a bucket inside from the senior, Arsenault Francis from Houston, Texas. Ladies break it now. Here's Sodich. Pump fake. Fake right. Shot left, missed. Celts handle the ball now on their own in transition. Up and as a whistle.
Another shooting foul. And this is where the Lady Lions don't want to be. They don't want to get caught in transition. When they can set up that nice zone defense inside the paint, they have a much better chance of keeping the Lady Celts off the board. In transition, the Lady Celts will have a much better opportunity.
First foul on Cox.
Basket is good. 2 of 2, and the Lady Celts take a 5-point lead here early in the first half.
I like that. So just hanging back to help out. Basically a 3-guard setup to fight that full court press, Tim, and that's what you got to do. You have to have one more player on that side of the court for you to be able to break that press successfully.
You can't just abandon the point man with the ball in the back court. That was a crime I think the Lady Lions committed some last year. They're making the adjustments for us now.
Here's a whistle from the referee to reset the clock, it sounds like. Shot clock to 20 seconds, it appears. 7-2 early on, just a few minutes into our ball game today. Lady Lions looking to cut that lead back to 3, maybe even 2 with a 3-pointer. Bratchett sets the offense in motion. Lady Celts looking like a trap zone. Here's Cox. Delivers from 10 feet out. Good old look from Cox, Tim.
Good job of Bratchett getting the ball out to Cox. She was knocked down. Was able to scoop it up and flip it out to her. Lady Lions.
Good ball movement. Not able to finish that off. Cox with the rebound. There's a shot from Sodich. Offensive rebound off the fingertips of Miss Griffin, the sophomore from Rockwall, Texas. Be interesting to see if the Lady Lions apply their own trap press as well, Tim, as this game progresses along.
Ball rims out. Rebound by Francis. She'll go to the line for 2 more. This can be a foul on Griffin. Lady Lions' 4th foul of the half. And when you're not quite 5 minutes in, you really don't want those to pile up into bonus too quick.
Not at all.
Griffin will sit, and in will come Cordia Harverton.
Harverton, a sophomore from San Antonio, Texas, Stacy High School. For anyone from the San Antonio area, that's where she hails from. And they break that press pretty easily. Now Hill, she's going to stop and pop and delivers for the Lady Lions. Cuts the lead to 3.
Very nice look by Hill.
Three-point missed.
Lady Lions will get possession of the ball.
And that trap continues. It's not going to go away until they prove they can beat it time and time again. And there they do that time. She's got Cox down low. Cox was looking inside for Harberton. Blocked. And now in transition, here's Arsenio Francis. Shot no good. Both teams at least playing scrappy.
And
Not the cleanest of games yet, but scrappy nonetheless.
Lady Lions take the wise action there and set up.
Sodich.
Both teams trying from beyond the three-point arc, neither able to connect so far. Lady Celts leading 9-6. Still early in the first half.
Coach Beadle's on his feet now, exhorting his defense to clamp down on these Lady Celts. Always look for how well the defense moves their feet, and right now the Lady Lions are moving their feet very well. The hands are up, but defense begins with the feet, shifting, sliding, putting your body in the way, not reaching and grabbing, and the Lady Lions doing just that and also doing a great job rebounding until right there for the third or fourth rebound. Arsenal Francis puts it in, but overall a good defensive stop from the Lions until you allow one too many offensive rebounds. That's going to catch up with you.
Yeah, that was definitely too many. You saw that developing over and over again. I believe the Lady Celts probably missed 3 shots before they finally got the layup in to take the 11-6 lead. Coach Beadle said it. You got to really limit those. And Coach Beadle wisely calls a timeout with the team, well, not living up to the area that he wanted them to. And you just can't give a team 4 opportunities underneath the basket. They're going to find a way to make one of those for sure.
That's just a quick timeout from coach to say, gals, this has to stop now or else the game's going to get out of hand. And so we'll reset. The Lions now down 11-6, and Beadle's hopefully looking to get a little better defensive effort on that second and third rebounding attempts from the Lady Lions. I don't think the shot clock is correct. Yeah, they'll reset the shot clock. That shot clock was not correct, though.
Yeah, the shot clock wasn't
not correct.
And did not reset after a change of possession. If you've been in the Schaefer Gymnasium before or watched us before, you know that the shot clocks are run wirelessly, and often the message sent to them does not get received very easily by the shot clock. So now the Lady Lions will take over with a full shot clock.
That's actually a gift for the Lady Lions to get a free 20 seconds and didn't deliver, so they get to reset again.
Oh, stolen away.
Sodich was trapped, unable to handle that ball, and now a whistle. That's going to be on Taylor Hill, a push. Sodich trapped near midcourt, looking for Cox, couldn't find her. And the Kelchers took that ball away, and in transition, foul picked up on Taylor Hill.
It's the 5th foul of the half.
3 ball from the corner, a high arching one. Off the glass, no good. Cox, lucky she wasn't called for it, over the back. And it's going to stay right here.
Lady Lions still having trouble with the rebound game underneath. Rogers surveys the Lions defense.
There's
Francis.
a slash and deliver, a hoop in the arm from Arsenal Francis. Cut through. Guards found the cutting offensive player, Francis, and she delivers. Bucket good, she'll go to the line.
Chance to make this an 8-point lead. The Lady Lions now up to 6 fouls, just 7 minutes in to the first half. It's good. And the Lady Celts lead 14-6.
She averages 18.8 a game.
Harberton blocked, it appeared.
She's well on her way to getting those 18.8 at this clip. Almost a steal from Sodich there. Now under 7 seconds left in shot clock. Now here's a scrum. Cox comes up with it. Oh, and a nice defensive play from number 12 for the Lady Celts. That's Megan Lorman.
But Lady Lions will keep possession, and Lady Celts will back their defense off.
Lions need to try to get the ball inside and draw some contact and get to the free throw line to get some free, easy points and break this funk they seem to be in. Here's a shot from the side. Cox rebound, no good. Out of bounds. That's going to stay right here. Lady Lions will get that ball back, Tim.
Finally pays off with a rebound underneath. Shot didn't go, but they were able to get the ball off of the error.
I want to see Cox go strong to the basket, not kind of fade away. Now there's a miss from Harberton.
The ball will stay with the Lady Lions.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of contact in the paint. You want to draw that contact, put a shoulder into them. If they're off balance, you'll get the call from the ref and have a chance to convert a three-point play. Now here's a shot from Cox, in and out. And now in transition, here come the Lady Celts. They don't have numbers, but they do have Arsenault Francis, who almost delivers another one. She'll go over the line and try to knock down 2 more for the Lady Celts.
Quickly down the court after another Lady Lion shot that just wouldn't quite fall. They've had a couple of those that everything about the shot seemed right, but just rimmed out. The Lady Celts to the line again. That's no good, but the Lady Lions are now in the bonus. So every foul from here on out for the next over 11 and a half minutes.
2 shots.
Will be a 1-and-1 to start out with, and then on to 2. That one's good. You don't want to find yourself in the bonus before you've hit the halfway mark of a half.
7-1 foul for the Lady Lions. Just 1 foul committed against the Lady Celts, so quite a ways to go. Now Cox on the inside. Looks for help, back out to Brackett. Sodich finds a cutting Miss Taylor Hill, and she delivers for the Lions.
That was a very good read by Taylor Hill. Saw the opening, took it really quickly. And they break what was about a 6-0 run by St. Thomas. Harberton gets in the way. Not sure if she'll get credit with the block there, but she definitely broke up any shot opportunity and took the ball away.
And that was the first field goal in about 3 to 4 minutes of game time for the Lady Lions. So an important basket here halfway through the first half to keep it to within 7. Bratch will take it herself. No whistle. Hill now stops and pops. Good from the free throw line. And guess what, Tim? It's a 5-point ball game, just like that.
Taylor Hill with 2 very nice shots. She's cut the lead to 5. That's how quickly momentum can shift in a basketball game. It takes 1 good stop on defense. Oh, Hill almost with the interception.
Arsenault Francis, pump fake, crossover, she delivers. Got Cox in the air just a bit. Left, she moved right, easy bucket.
Did a good job of shaking off Cassie there.
Little 2-man game. Both volleyball players working with each other on the right side, and a whistle.
To carry on Sodich. Into the game will come Andrea Lugo, and Akivia Bratchett will sit her first break of the game. Lady Celts up by 7.
Lions stay in that 2-3 zone. You have to wonder if Coach Beatles will switch things up and go to a man-to-man if he can't crack this lead.
Easy basket by Lorman.
Too easy.
Gets inside. That's early on. The Lady Lions were not allowing St. Thomas to break inside the paint, but they've done it twice in a row now, and it's 19-10 St. Thomas. Back up by 9.
Almost a turnover there from Lugo. There's a block shot. And now in transition again, here come the Celts, and Lady Lions steal it back. Nice pass over to Sodich. Cox with the offensive rebound. Will reset. Now a steal from Gabby Guzman. And a
That
whistle.
Foul's going to be on Lugo. Here she was just trying to retrieve the pass, but she gets called for the foul. And it will be the St. Thomas to the line for the 1-and-1.
Kirsten Lee checks in for Lady Celts.
She makes the first. Lady Celts are up by 10.
Bethany Kroc, freshman from San Antonio, give Jessica Soto a breather, as well as Brittany Griffin will check in for Cordia Harberton.
Guzman with the second free throw. It's off target.
Coach Biddle's looking for a couple of fresh faces to give him a lift here as we're under halfway through the first half.
St. Thomas does not have a whole lot of depth.
How about that move right there? Oh, just tipples off the rim, in and out, and Lions looking for a spark there. Almost delivered that. Still, though, 10-point deficit as the Celts look to increase this lead to 12, maybe even 13. Not seen a three-point ball go in yet, but the threat is definitely there.
Another
Offensive
rebound by Francis.
Wow, Francis, too much. Getting position on Cox pretty much every time down the court, and they're going to have to address that quickly, or else this game could get out of hand.
Let's see, Francis averages 11.4 rebounds a game. She gets another one there. Lady Lions are not capitalizing off these initial misses by St. Thomas.
And that's why she's the leader of the Red River Athletic Conference, Tim, right there. We just saw it in action.
Very aggressive play. She's got a very good reach and does a good job of putting it back.
Look at her feet. She's quick, too. She's a quick defender. She's one of
Shot
the
clock
tallest on
down
the
to
court.
2. Off the rim, so it will stay live.
And now in transition, here come the Lady Celts again. No good. Rebound. Hill.
Nice little dish by
Lugo. That's an easy basket. That's what you want to see. Nice ball movement. And Griffin delivers for the Lady Lions. 22-12, 10-point lead.
Lady Lions. You want to keep that a single-digit score going into the half.
Sure. It gives
Off
you that.
target.
Yeah, anytime you're under single digits, you get that feeling like we're within striking distance. It gets above 10, 15, your morale can kind of go in the tank for a while.
Yeah. If it's below single digits, you're just playing a basketball game. You're playing from behind anywhere else after the half. Ball's knocked off target.
Swarming defense. Now in transition again. Easy layup for number 12 for the Lady Celts. That's Megan Lorman. And another timeout called on the court from Coach Beatles as it's now 24-12. They've doubled up the Lady Lions with 6:59 left here in the first half.
Yeah, the Lady Lions found a way back in after they fell down by 9 initially. They found a way back in by 5, but Lady Celts have taken back over since then. They're just doing too good on the inside. We noticed that in the first few possessions that Lady Lions were keeping them out of the paint, keeping them along the perimeter. Lady Celts have found a way to get inside, and most importantly, they're finding a way to get those rebounds.
Well, let's see if Coach Beatles keeps that 2-3 defense, or maybe goes to a man-to-man, or maybe mixes up the zone, maybe try a 3-2 or a 1-2-2, something different, just to give them a different look, maybe in order here, because right now the Lady Celts having their way inside the paint. Hill drives the lane, shoots. She's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot too.
This is the second foul on the Lady Celts for the half, and first time the Lady Lions will go to the line.
Francis called for that foul. That's correct.
Taylor Hill is leading the Lady Lions in free throw percentage. She's shooting about 75%, but she misses the first.
Second one's good. 11-point lead for Lady Celts. Willingham, here's a 3-ball. Off the rim, Cox with the rebound.
Good job, quick possession. You force it, and you get the ball back. You want to start putting some points up quickly. Nice move by Croc.
Nice moves.
Does not get it to fall.
Finish those. Got to finish those.
Lady Lions have had some of the moves they need to get down for the shots. They just haven't got them to go through the net. Francis.
Oh, it's too good. It's too good. Oh, and a miss. Great ball movement from the guard over to Francis. Delivered inside over to Lorman, but unable to finish that off. That was great ball movement. Let's see if the Lions can capitalize. They won't. Here's a steal.
Behind the
nice
back.
behind the back move, up and in, and a whistle.
And one for Emily Sebo. She goes behind the back, forces the defender out of position, draws the foul, and sinks the bucket.
Turnovers. Coach mentioned it before the game, and that's exactly what's playing out here. These guards need to cut down the turnovers, and that can be right back in this game. You're giving them too many free points.
And that will go St. Thomas way. They only had one player underneath
Taylor
for the
Mitchell.
rebound. And Mitchell gets the rebound against 4 Lady Lions. The ball goes off a Lady Lion, and St. Thomas retains possession. Rebounds killing SAGU right now.
There's a long three. Nothing but the bottom of the net from Boone Rogers.
And it's a 16-point St. Thomas advantage. They have suddenly opened it up.
She averages 10 a game. Small lineup out there with the exception of Cox, a pretty small lineup for the Lady Lions. So Coach Bitt is looking to move the ball quickly, rely on some speed, maybe get some open shots in perimeter. And now here comes number 10 for the Lady Lions, Bratchett back in for Andrea Lugo.
Approaching the 5-minute mark of the first half, and after a little bit back and forth early, it has been all St. Thomas. They lead by 16. Uncovered.
They're just picking apart that zone, textbook. Inside of the paint, back out to the cutting offensive player, cruising down the baseline. Easy call, easy foul. You're gonna get that every time. And who else is at the line? Our Snow Francis once again.
And this is their 3rd or 4th opportunity for a 3-point play, I believe. They've done a good job of finishing off those fouls. Francis does it again there. And the Lady Celts are up by 19 as we hit 5 minutes left in the first half. Lady Lions got to find some sort of way of getting back into this one. They're going to need a quick run before the half. Another turnover.
Just a telegraph pass from Hill, looking for Cox. Francis waiting on it, and now Francis called with the offensive foul.
Charge on Francis. Taylor Hill did a good job of just slipping in front of her and holding her feet. It looked like at first that might be another 3-point play for St. Thomas, but it goes Lady Lions' way. After another turnover, though, Lugo inside, and that's turned over again.
No whistle. Lions get the ball back and in, up and in off the glass. That is Bethany Croc. 17-point lead. Offensive rebound from Francis again. Traveling Cox, forced to travel from Francis. Cox kept her hands down low where the ball was, and Francis got caught up there, went up, and she traveled with the ball. Good defense from Cassie Cox. Now checking back into the game, number 24, Cordia Harverton. She'll come in for Hill.
Taylor Hill will take a seat. So down 17, the Lady Lions with about 4 minutes left. Look to scrape their way back into contention before the half. Lugo almost loses it. Lady Lions getting the passes they need, but they're just not hitting the shots.
Here's a three. Francis, offensive rebound, up and in between two defenders and smiling down the court. Francis having her way on the boards in the first half against the Lady Lions.
Francis is only listed as 6 foot, but she plays taller. She plays much taller than 6 foot. I'll be very interested at the half to see how many rebounds she's picked up here.
And here's a steal by Boone Rogers. That pesky man-to-man defense by the Celts paying off at the other end of the court. Now here's Francis. That's an air ball, an unlikely air ball. She apologizes to her coach as she comes back down the court. The coach gives her a wry smile. Her first mistake of the game. She's not perfect.
Well, I don't think she's supposed to be taking outside shots. From the way she dominates inside the paint, I feel like that's more where they prefer her to shoot from.
She
about 3 feet out.
Well, when you're up 19, I think she thought, well, let's try this. This could be fun. And yeah, air ball.
Lady Lions just getting swarmed underneath.
That man-to-man defense is fast. And now that 5 seconds on the shot clock, they need to get this up in a hurry. Cox needs to shoot it.
The Lady Celts force a shot clock violation. There's no better sign of a great defense than when you can force a shot clock violation. It means you keep a shot from even ringing off the rim in 30 seconds. So very impressive defense right now. Nothing going the Lady Lions' way.
Outstanding.
Picked off by Croc.
Francis, an errant pass. Now a rare fast break opportunity. Up and in is Bratchett. Nice move, bouncing off the defender, no whistle, and 2 for Bratchett. Now there's 6 in the shot clock. Now here's a drive. Rattles in and out. The whistle. An out of bounds whistle. And Lions will get the ball back. Sodich in for the Lions, as well as Shayna Tanks, a freshman, 5'7" freshman from Spring Branch, Texas.
First time Tanks enters the game. Lady Lions with another opportunity. Try to break the stranglehold they're in.
And here's a whistle on a shift, a switch. 34 had to pick up the point guard. Taylor Mitchell had to pick up point guard assignments, and she reached in, was called for a foul on that defensive shift. But that's only, Tim, the 4th foul called on the Lady Celts the entire first half, so no free throws for the Lady Lions yet. And I doubt there will be with 1.5 minutes left. I doubt you'll get into the bonus. Here's a 3 ball from the corner. How does that not go down? Good open look from Hill. There's a lid on that basketball goal. Back into Arsenal Francis. Makes a move, a whistle.
Foul's going to come in, I believe, on some discussion on it now, but it will be Cassie Cox. And we'll send Francis back to the line for 2 more. Lady Lions in the double bonus.
She went to Dulles High School in the Sugar Land area, then played a year at Cisco Junior College, and then transferred to the University of St. Thomas in the Houston area. And she's a senior, listed, like you say, at 6 foot. And she drops down both of those. Cool player.
Interesting to note that both Arsenault Francis and Boone Rogers attended the same high school and same junior college. They're both seniors. And so they've been playing along the way their entire basketball careers. High school, JC, and now University of St. Thomas. It's good to have that kind of familiarity on your team. Well, to the line. Lady Lions, Bratchett knocks down the first.
Well, when you get that kind of just pure wear in those athletic tires of knowing another player, it reminds you of a player like a Magic Johnson and a James Worthy. They would just look at each other and know what the other was thinking. That's why they scored so many points and had so much success on the court. The 2 players are familiar with each other's games, know some secret moves or some secret ways to work on the offense, and that's happening today between Boone Rogers and Arsenault Francis for sure.
Jump ball goes for the Lady Lions into Cassie Cox, and that'll be a foul. 6th of the half on St. Thomas. Lady Lions will retain possession and inbound from underneath the basket.
St. Thomas foul number 3, Alyssa Kane.
New shot clock. Here's a 3 ball from the corner, off the rim. Offensive rebound, Cox. She'll reset over back to Hill. Nice drive from Hill, and up and in, rattles through the rim. 36-20 is your score now, a 16-point deficit. .15 in the shot clock. There's a 3 ball. Swish.
Alyssa Kane, she was hiding out on that corner, wide open, just waiting for her opportunity, and she got it.
That's a nice pass inside. Arsenault Francis with the rebound, and then she leads the break, looks for help. She'll take it herself. Up and in, too easy. No one stopped the person with the basketball in a fast break. That's rule number 1.
Clock under 10 seconds now. Lady Lions will hold for last shot. And they won't even get that.
Get one off.
There is the buzzer. And at the half, the Lady Lions will trail by 21 points. A half that began innocuously enough. It didn't appear as though it was going to shape up to be this kind of game, but St. Thomas has really just run away with it since then. Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be back with some first half analysis, some first half stats, and some pregame for the men's right here on SAGU Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Gymnasium as it's 41-20 at halftime here. The Lady Celts dominating this first half of play against the Lady Lions. We'll have first half stats for you in just a moment, but first let's go to our courtside reporter, Jessica Price, who's standing by with a very special person on campus. Jessica, who do you have?
I have Dr. Goodrich with us. Say hello.
Hello, folks. How are you?
All right, sir, I noticed that you come to just about every single game. You're a faithful attendee. What keeps you coming?
My wife and grandkids make me come. No, actually, I love the game. I'm a gym rat.
Gym rat, all right. And we heard a little rumor that you used to coach basketball. Do you miss it at all, sir?
Actually, I coached 12 years at the college level, 10 years at North Central, and started the program here for 2 years. I didn't really like me after basketball games when we lost because I was pretty intense, and decided it was easier to sit in the bleachers and watch somebody else do the coaching and enjoy the game because I love the game. But the truth of the matter is I needed to quit for me because I was full-time teaching and becoming a dean, so it was too much.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. Thank you so much. We're going to enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Goodrich. Thank you very much, Jessica. We'll check back with you later on in the broadcast. And Tim, we've got some first half stats, and one of them stands out glaringly.
Unbelievably.
Arsenault Francis, what do we have?
Amber Arsenault Francis in the first half pulled down 24 points and 12 rebounds. Just for good measure, she had 3 steals and 2 blocks. That is unbelievable.
In a first half of play.
First half double-double. We can keep our eyes open. She might be on track for a triple-double if she keeps up some of the other stats. Look at some of the main stats here, though, comparing the teams. Obviously, all St. Thomas leading the way in shooting by 42%, 28. Rebounds. Offensive rebounds isn't as bad as we thought it would be. It's just 8-7. But I feel like if you go back and watch those again, like every time the Lady Celts got an offensive rebound, they scored off it. The Lady Lions did not. Lady Lions, more fouls. Didn't knock down a 3. 11 out of 15 free throws, just 2 out of 4 Lady Lions.
That's it right there. You go to the line 4 times versus 15. That's going to be a difference on the scoreboard.
And it's a style of the play that's happening right now. Turnovers, 13 for Lady Lions, 9 for St. Thomas. But when you're shooting 42% and pulling down 21 rebounds, you can afford to, make the occasional turnover. The big thing has been capitalizing. Lady Lions have not been able to capitalize off of St. Thomas errors, and St. Thomas has definitely capitalized off of Lady Lions errors.
Leading the way for the Lady Lions, Taylor Hill, 9 points and 3 rebounds, and Cassie Cox has 4 points off of 8 rebounds. So Lady Lions have got an uphill road to climb for sure, and they got to find a way, Tim, to stop the senior from Cisco Junior College transfer, Arsenault Francis, just having her way offensively, defensively, at the free throw line, in every way showing why she is one of the leaders in the entire conference.
Yeah, she is on track for a great season, and she's definitely dominating this game at the moment. The Lady Lions would have any chance of coming back into this one is going to start with neutralizing her, because when you look beyond her, there's not really a standout player. The rest are all scoring 3 and 4 points. Top rebounder behind her is 5. She has been the center of this St. Thomas team. If you can find a way, then you can, you know, possibly find a way back into this one. You're down by 21, and it's just going to take a lot of effort to get back into this game. It's never good to trail by more points than you scored in the first half.
So, you know, I wonder, Tim, one strategy that they might want to try is a box and one, where it's a zone defense on everybody except one player, in this case, Arsenault Francis. I mean, what they're doing now is not working. The 2-3 zone is not working. So they've got to try some way to mix up defensively how to stop Francis.
Yeah, that's definitely what you got to focus on. You got to find a way to eliminate her, at least from the level of contribution she's giving right now. So yeah, possibly go into a zone, but trap her every time she comes in, keep a double team on her at all times. Force somebody else to beat you on this team. See if anybody else can. That's the only way you find your way back into this one, is if you can find out if one of their players is, if none of their players can quite contribute like Amber has. And, you know, it's going to be a fight. It's going to take a big, scrappy fight to get back into this game.
The closest player to within Arsenault Francis's point total is 20 points behind. That's 4 points from Megan Lormond. That's 20-point difference, and your game score differential is 21 points. So it's obvious if the Lady Lions can find a way to slow down Francis, basically shut her down, then it's basically, let's see if the other players can beat us. You're daring the other 11 players to do what they can to beat them, and that may be what it takes to really climb back into this game. You must shut her down completely.
Shutting her down won't be the only thing they have to do, though. They only shot 28% from the floor in the first half. You're not going to win many games if you shoot 28%. They're going to have to shoot over 50 in this half to have any shot to get back in there. So you got to rely on your offense a little bit to get back in. The defense hasn't performed stellarly so far, but it's the offense that has you with just 20 points, shooting 28%. Couldn't knock down a 3 on 7 attempts, and didn't do enough to go to the line, really, and committed 13 turnovers. So it's a tough situation the Lions have put themselves in here on their first game of 2013.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're less than 3 minutes from the start of the second half. We'll be right back with second half action.
Welcome back to the halftime festivities here at the Schaefer Gymnasium as the Lady Lions find themselves down 21, the score 41-20 to be exact. And Tim, let's look at the Red River Conference standings for the Lady Lions and who they have to at least jump over right away. And that would be, if they could track down University of the Southwest, that would be the next hill to climb, and then Jarvis Christian. But at the top, again, 2 6-0 teams, Our Lady of the Lake, Wiley College, followed by a very strong Texas Wesleyan team that's sitting at 6-1.
Yeah, it's an odd thing they have to chase right now. We already mentioned Langston is holding that 8th spot. So they're going to have to find a way to, well, win some games that they're not supposed to win. We talked about the exact same thing last year. You have to win all the games that you're supposed to win, and then win some games you're not supposed to win.
And the top 8 teams, as you know, go on to conference tournament postseason play. So the Lions, as it stands now, are 4 games out on the loss column from the 8th position. So a huge, huge road to climb.
And unfortunately, that team they're chasing for the 8th spot is Langston University, and it's hard to imagine them staying that low all season long. Bacon's in front of them with 2 and 3 also in the conference, so that might be the team that you're really chasing when the year comes down. Well, you hope you are. And it's going to take some big wins along the way. This game appears to be out of hand at the moment. You can never give up on a game, and most importantly, you can never give up on just fighting hard. This game could really define, win or lose, how they're going to play the rest of the second half of the season. You can't just give up and let this become a complete wash of a game. So we are now ready to start the second half. Lady Celts will inbound. And we are underway. Lady Lions with quite the hill to climb.
And as we predicted, they did change up their defense. They're now going to a man-to-man. Let's see if that pays off. They're going to put Cox on Arsenault.
Another
And
quick.
sometimes that's just a good thing to do, just to shift up the look and let them see if they can work their offense to a man-to-man defense. So Beatles doing just that. And now we're down to 14 seconds and no good shot off yet. I like how the Lions are playing defense so far. Now there's a shot from three-point land off the rim. Cox clears the boards. Good defensive stop from the Lady Lions in that man-to-man. Starting five back out there for the Lady Lions.
Sierra Hankins only played about 4.5 minutes in the first half. She went out with 2 quick fouls.
Here's a look
So-
inside to Cox. Cox tries to dish inside over to Sierra Hankins. No good. And Kelts will pick that ball, go down the court, and a whistle and a foul. She may be in the active shooting was number 13, Gabby Guzman. Nope, they're going to call it on the floor. And so they'll take it out from underneath the basket. Yeah, Cox is going to shadow Francis. Let's see if they can slow her down a little bit. There's a whistle inside. And that's going to be on Taylor Hill from Waxahachie High School right here in Waxahachie, home of Southwestern Assembly of God University. She's a freshman, 5'6", point guard. Whistled for that foul.
And she's really stepped up in a big way since having to really step in for Nia Winston, who went out with a season-ending injury. She was leading the team in both points and assists when she went out. Average of about 15.3 points per game when she went out with a season-ending injury.
And nearly 3 assists a game.
And so she's really stepped in for that position.
And was a leading three-point artist as well. So a huge loss, and Hill trying to fill that gap for the Lady Lions. 42-20 your score. Here's Hill. She drives, looks for contact, no whistle, off the glass, but here's Hankins. Another one off from now Cox. 2 offensive rebounds. Lady Lions can't convert, and here come the Lady Celts.
Appeared to be a block right there by Francis. She recorded, I believe, 2 blocks in the first half, so that would be her third if it is ruled that way. Traveling call.
Norman, whistle for traveling. Looking to find some space on the left wing. Drag the foot. Ref saw that one, they'll whistle it every time. Bratchett now sets the offense. Sodich. Celts staying in that man-to-man defense. Rebound, St. Thomas. There's a steal from Hankins. And they give it right back. 3 ball. That's gonna be good. It looked like it was gonna be way off. It hit the backboard. I don't think she called glass, but guess what? It goes and it counts anyway.
Sebo just launched that one high and knocks down the third 3 of the game for St. Thomas. Opening up with 4 points to start the first half.
Hankins, easy offensive glass. Put back, set herself up on the weak side post. Textbook offensive basketball rebound. She puts it up and in. 45-22 your score. Now here's Arsenault Francis. She's going to take Cox. A miss. Offensive rebound up and over and under is number 12 for Lady Celts, Megan Lorman. A nice move.
Get underneath the basket. Over the shoulder shot.
Here's Hill, not afraid to challenge Arsenault Francis, and Francis called for the foul, and she's trying to laugh that off, but she's guilty. That's her second foul of the game. I like that aggressiveness from Hill, taking it right to Francis and another defender.
And it sends
drawing
you to the
contact.
line. It sends you to the line. That's the kind of offense you want to play.
When you're down 23, you want to get points when that clock is not moving, and that's the right move that Hill is making. I love the aggressiveness. And she delivers.
Lady Lions definitely picking up the speed on
Now
defense.
they're putting Hankins on Arsenault.
Bad pass. Lady Lions cannot steal it away, though.
4 in the shot clock. Shot no good. Here comes Hill. Man-to-man defense is definitely making a difference in the second half. The University of St. Thomas offense is not quite as smooth, and Francis has yet to get off the blocks. Sodich over to Cox. Here comes Hill. She drives the lane. She'll challenge. Francis with the board. She'll take it herself. Now she pushes up ahead. Missed shot from Sebo. Sodich, a nice move inside. No whistle. She stopped her movement right, cut back left, look for contact, no whistle, out of bounds. The University of St. Thomas will get that ball back, Tim. And Brittany Griffin now checking in for Hankins, who's going to get a breather. She's been working hard, guarding one-on-one the top scorer for Lady Celts, Arsenault Francis. And now they're going to stick Griffin on Francis. Griffin has her way inside. Nice move left, up and in. 49-24. Pressure at the top. Hill able to handle it. She's going to take it herself. And she delivers. Nice up and under move from Hill. She's scrappy, Tim.
Yeah, she's definitely developed a lot this year. Oh, good move inside. Able to get that shot off when she was covered.
Another offensive rebound from Arsenault Francis. She dishes it off to her teammate, Emily Seba, who lays it up and in. 51-26. Celts keep the pressure on. Now Bratchett, she'll try moving inside.
Fires it
Cass
off.
almost called for over the back, but not. And now here's a fast break. Easy layup up and in from Guzman. Lions unable to get back defensively to recover. Telepath
Another
that one.
steal.
Bratchett just telepathed it.
3-on-1.
And this game is getting out of hand in a hurry.
Yes, it is. Lady Lions slower and slower back up the court as just nothing has gone their way. The turnovers rack up, and so does the score for St. Thomas.
There's another turnover. Now Lions get it back, and here's a shot. Who else? Francis with a rebound. Outlet pass out to Sebo. Sebo up ahead. Good defense from Hill. She stopped Lorman from laying that up and in. Now Hill on transition. She's got Sodich. Sodich drives to the rim and delivers. Timeout. Coach Arlen Beatles calls a TO as he finds his troops down still by a healthy 27 points.
That's a full timeout, and we'll go to a quick commercial break. Be right back with second half action here on SAGU Sports Live. Welcome back inside the Schaefer Gymnasium, where the Lady Lions unfortunately trail big at the moment. We promised it to you earlier, though, and we're going to give it to you right now. A trivia question. If you go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/SAGU Sports Live.
Can I play?
No, you cannot play.
I'm ineligible to play?
You're ineligible to play because the answer is about 12 feet away from you. So
Okay.
go to facebook.com/SAGU Sports Live. Answer our trivia question. When was the year that the Lady Lions went to the NAIA National Tournament? I repeat, what year was it that the Lady Lions went to the NAIA National Tournament? Go to our Facebook page, like us, and leave the answer before the end of the game. We'll be checking that page very shortly. First person to respond, well, they'll get a little bit of a prize.
A little food prize?
Little prize.
Little swag?
Little food prize we will determine at a later date. Not that much later in the day. We just have to approve it with our producer, what we're going to give them. But they will get something without a doubt. So again, what year was it that the Lady Lions made the NAIA National Tournament? A little bit of web research should help you with that.
And here's a whistle on the other end after Sebo put one up and in for the Lady Celts, and that's going to send Hill to the free throw line. Again, I like to see this freshman taking it to the rack, drawing contact, and getting some free points here if she can deliver, and she does. Good form, nothing but the net. That's how you can fill that stat sheet and get some good exposure to playing time under Coach Beatles, looking for scrappiness at this point, basically looking to see who wants to play hard. And they're going to put Cox back on Arsenal Francis in the man-to-man. And a little trouble here with the ball. And here's a steal from Bratchett. And she'll lay it up and in. Francis lets her go. I think that may be the first steal in transition fast break layup we've seen all afternoon from the Lady Lions, and they deliver there to cut the lead to 25 again. Here's a three ball in the corner, way off the mark. That's a good play. If they're going to whistle it, they sure are. That's a good play from number 20 for the Lady Celts. Sebo, she jumped up in the air and ricocheted that ball off the hip of Cassie Cox, and the ball went out of bounds, so it'll stay right down there on the Celt side of things. 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Stolen away.
Good move by Hankins. Just stayed right there.
Gets in the way and just takes it right out of the hands.
Sodich, volleyball player, also basketball player, looking for help. She's going to spin around, turn, miss off the glass. And she fights for the rebound and a whistle. It's going to be on Sodich as she tried to wrestle it away from Arsenal Francis. Called for the foul.
That's her second foul of the game. A lot of fouls on the Lions, but luckily no players are in foul trouble as of yet. No one is near the potential for fouling out of this game.
Harvington checks in for Cox, and she'll be assigned Arsenal Francis duties, I'm sure. Nope, they're going to put Hankins on her.
Really, probably want to keep either Sierra or Cassie on Francis, because Francis obviously being the rebounding monster that she is. Cassie and Sierra are your two leading rebounders, so that's the best matchup you can hope for down there. Ball goes off of St. Thomas and will stay with Lady Lions.
Bethany Crock sets the ball in play, and here's a shot from Hill. Three ball, no good. Rebound cleared by St. Thomas, and they move the ball in a hurry quickly up court.
Oh.
And there's a steal.
Bounced off.
Oh, and a steal right back. Waiting in the wings was Kirsten Lee. Stole it right out of the breadbasket of Harvington.
Yeah, Harvington got the steal. Ball was basically dribbled off of her leg, was able to pick it up, then just kind of fell asleep at the wheel.
Francis, money, too easy. She just looks like a player, the way she carries herself.
Driving
Shot no
layup
good.
is missed by Crock.
She's just a smooth player when she's got the ball, when she's in transition, when she's passing. Just a good feel for the game of basketball, and that's why she's got almost closing in on 30 points. Although we're already halfway through the second half, and she's not nearly as dominant as she was in that first half, Tim. So I do believe the man-to-man is slowing her down a little bit.
The man-to-man is slowing her down, and it's always easier to pull up a little bit once you have a lead that you're comfortable with.
Sure.
Assuming St. Thomas holds on in the way they are right now, they'll put themselves on a miniature run. Before the Christmas break, they beat University of Southwest 80-68. Hill can't make it fall. And then just a few days ago, playing Northwood in a non-conference game, well, clobbered Northwood, winning 93 to 54. Nearly a 40-point win there. So that would put them on a bit of a little tear at the moment.
Now, St. Thomas will improve to 4-3 with this win, assuming they do hang on to this large lead. I'm sure they will. And what they're going for now, Tim, I believe, is to try to crack that top 4 to therefore have that advantage in the seeding of the tournament. Right now, they're sitting at 5 pretty safely.
Yeah, it appears that they will have a conference spot, not locked up by any means. As Sodus will make it fall and 1. But that will give them a little bit of a breathing room. But that top 4, like we've already said, is very impressive. You have Our Lady of the Lake, Wiley College, Texas Wesleyan, and LSU Shreveport. 4 very good teams. So if you could find a way to break into their ranks, especially as a second-year basketball program, that's all this team is.
Well, and the higher, exactly. Oh, that's a nice shot. The higher you are in those seedings, the further away you are from playing Our Lady of the Lake in the tournament final. So that's kind of the idea. You'd rather play them in the final, not in the first or second round. So
Our Lady of the Lake are the defending Red River Conference champions. They defeated LSU Shreveport on this floor and actually on this network. SAGU Sports Live got to carry that last March. 2 very thrilling games, men and women, both actually featuring LSU Shreveport versus Our Lady of the Lake, with the Lady Saints winning and the Pilots from LSU Shreveport getting revenge later on that day. Well, we're approaching the 8.5-minute mark. St. Thomas ahead 61 to 35, up by 26. Really, you can look back to that moment in this game where the Lady Lions has Francis again. You can put together a highlight reel of every kind of shots he's had.
she can go left, she can go right, she can shoot underneath, outside. She's the complete package. Very impressed with her play.
But I feel like you can go back to that moment where the St. Thomas had opened up a 9-point lead. The Lady Lions went on a quick 4-0 run and cut it down to 5.
It was 15 to 10 at that point.
And it felt like, okay, Lady Lions have found a way to stay in this one for the moment. And then St. Thomas opened it up to 9, and before you knew it, it was 15, then 20. And right now,
it's almost 30.
Now it is exactly
30.
30.
It is 30.
65 to 35. St. Thomas.
I have to say this, as someone who did play basketball in high school and is familiar with the game, I'm impressed with the fact that St. Thomas, is it okay to say this, is not letting off the gas. That, to me, you don't want to let a team back in the game, you give them hope. If you're up by 30, get up by 35. If you're by 35, get up by 40. And, you know, work your other players in and totally break the will of another team is fair, it's competitive. And in defense, the team that's playing or losing doesn't want the other team just to quit. That's in the spirit of sportsmanship, that's lame, that's weak. So I'm impressed with St. Thomas's drive to continue to play at a very high level. In fact, keeping Arsenault Francis in the game.
Yeah, Francis is yet to sit. She has played every minute of this game. I imagine going under 5 minutes, that will no longer be the case. She's collected 30 points. Foul on the Lady Lions. That's third foul on Andrea Lugo.
So just 6 points in the second half after throwing up 24 in the first half of play. So, but like you said, she probably didn't need to score another 24, but she loves to play the game. The coach keeps her in regardless. Pack those stats, I guess. I don't know. You know, honestly, that's I think some coaches, they want to have their players in those top 10 rankings, and so even in a blowout game like this, you don't want to take your best player out because that best player is marketing your school. If it's a top scorer, top rebounder, and a game like this, you can pad the stats. And I think it could be a reason why she's not come out much at all, but just for a quick blow.
Francis's high on the season is 32 points. She's at 30 right now, so if she stays in the game much longer, feels like she will have her season high of points.
And Hill knocks down a pair.
She'll also be close to her rebound high. She had 12 at the half. Her overall rebound high in the season is
There's
19.
an 18-foot jumper, buries it. And a whistle down low in the paint after Francis showed her outside skills.
Foul actually against
It's
St.
against
Thomas.
St. Thomas. It's against number 34. Taylor Mitchell called for a push underneath moments after Arsenault Francis drilled about an 18-footer like it was warm-up practice.
And now St. Thomas will call a timeout, and I feel like that's their first time out of the game.
I think it is. It is the first time out
I
of the
don't
game.
recall another timeout they've had to call. Not that there's ever been really reason to stop and analyze what you were doing.
Head coach Mike Ricks really happy with the way his Lady Celts are playing and exhorting his troops to keep focused, don't let off the gas, and finish what you start. And perhaps Arsenault Francis will stay in the game.
That was
trying to get that season high.
That was the 4th foul on Taylor Mitchell. So she needs to watch out or she will foul out. There's 3 fouls against Francis. At the half, obviously, Francis had played all 20 minutes. Mitchell has been in a lot more this half. She only played 4.5 minutes in the first half.
Here's Corja Harvington. And that sails high. Cox with the rebound. Not sure what she's waiting on. She's right underneath the basket, and she turned around. She still had the open shot. She drops it in.
She did a good job of drawing the defender off, making her think she was going to pass it out.
It looked like she thought maybe it was a defensive rebound for just a moment, and she had to clear her head, and she realized, wait, we're at this side. I'll just turn around and put this in. As Celts had another one, easy bucket on the inside. They've now reached 70 points. 70-42 your score.
That was Taylor Mitchell's first basket of the game.
Drive from Tanks, dish off underneath. St. Thomas, now a scrap for the ball. Here comes Hill. She dishes over to Corja, who, in and out. Had a good look. Big bomb. That must be 24 feet out from the senior Boone Rogers, Rashira Boone Rogers, letting one fly. Under 6 minutes to play in this ball game. And Tim, if you're head coach Arlen Beatles, what kind of, if any, positive takeaways do you draw from this game? Even though it's going to be close to probably a 30-point deficit, you're back in the locker room after the game. What do you tell your girls?
Put me on an island there, I'm not going to lie. It's hard to draw a whole lot positive. I don't think you draw positives from this game. I think you draw learning. I think you see where you are making mistakes. I think you see where the turnovers are happening. This is a game that you use for film study, not a game that you use for back pass, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And this is one of those that 5.5 minutes away just really can't come soon enough for the Lady Lions. First game of 2013 has not worked out the way they would have hoped. And St. Thomas is showing that they're a force.
Absolutely, this team can play.
And because the Lady Lions are not a bad basketball team. That's what you have to remember. They're not a bad basketball team. They're not mentally out of shape. They're not. They've got a lot of skill out there, and they've hung with a lot of good teams in the past. So for St. Thomas to be able to do this, I think it kind of shows that they are definitely a force to be reckoned with in Red River Conference. Team you don't want to go to sleep on at any point.
Well, Arsenault Francis has a good supporting cast, and at this level, basketball, you have one superstar and a couple of players who can get her the ball, and this team could be very dangerous in tournament play. Absolutely.
Push on Cassie Cox. That's her 3rd foul. Lady Lions have only committed 5, though, in the second half after committing 11 in the first. So no free throws for St. Thomas yet.
Like I said, that is Cox's 3rd foul, but with 5 minutes left, she'll stay in the game. There's a rebound from Cox. Here comes Lugo. Looks inside, stops and pops from the free throw line. And she delivers. Good decision making from the junior from San Antonio, Texas, to see no one had flashed inside, no one was on the post, no one on the wing, no one picked her up. I'm at the free throw line, I'll shoot this. You don't stop me, I'll shoot it, and she did, and she popped right in there. From Somerset High School, 5'6" junior, Andrea Lugo. Timeout on the floor.
30-second timeout, but it's just a timeout to sub out for an injured Lady Celt. Didn't see who went off.
Didn't catch that.
And it appears that entering the game, I believe that's Alyssa Kane who just came in. Could be wrong though. But
Yes,
Francis,
it is Kane.
Francis still in the game and drains another.
Just outside the free throw line, and she's on fire, and she has reached she's surpassed her season high now at 34 points. She hit that season high a few moments ago on that free throw jumper. And now she's got 34 points on the night, Tim.
And now,
easy 34.
surprisingly, Taylor Hill, that's her 19th point. So she is putting up a decent scoring total on what's otherwise not a very bright day for the Lady Lions. So Taylor Hill at 19.
Here's a whistle. Cox called for her 4th foul.
Southwestern foul number 33, Cassie Cox, her 4th.
That's 4 fouls on Cassie Cox now.
Mitchell will go to the line and shoot 2. Now, there's a correction. That foul's on number 24. Corja Harvington, not on Cox. Cox give her back to 3 fouls, and that's foul number 2 on Harvington.
On the line, Taylor Mitchell.
Mary Hansen checks in. Junior from Joliet Catholic Academy in Joliet, Illinois.
I'm just glad the Blues brothers saved that school.
Arsenal Francis.
Francis gets the rebound and puts it back in. She's at 36 points, and I'm going to estimate probably around 22 rebounds. It's hard to keep track in this game, but she had 12 at the half. We'll see it in the final stats sheet here in just a little bit.
There's a steal from Hill, a bad pass near the free throw line. She was going for her 21st point, missed it, down a whistle on the inside. That's going to be on Shayna Tanks.
Southwestern foul.
That'll
With a hack.
That'll put St. Thomas in the bonus. Into the game is number 42, Erin Quinones, and
now finally,
Francis.
Arsenault Francis finally takes a seat. A coach said that's enough. You're going to be happy with 36 points and, like you said, north of 20 rebounds, I'm sure.
Yeah, she definitely put on a show today. And she finally gets to sit after playing 36 and a half minutes. She walked out when the game started and didn't get pulled till the very end, up by 30.
A nice move by Tanks. Goes left, shoots left, off the glass and in for the Lions. Three-point shot, air ball, right into the lap of Cox. And now Lugo pushed this ball forward, off her foot, turnover. Here comes Gabby Guzman. And now Coach Beadle's bringing in 2 more subs in just a moment here to clear the bench.
Just a reminder, the men will be taking on St. Thomas as well about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. 4 o'clock is the scheduled start time for that. As that ball's off target and
Cox
picked
with a
up by
rebound.
Cox.
Hill drives in. Little teardrop off the glass, and she's got 21 points on the night.
That's a good game for
I'll
an
take
individual
21.
player.
Absolutely.
21's good. It doesn't look, it's not enough to erase what you're currently in the hole for, but Taylor Hill, again, having a pretty good scoring day.
Eight seconds on the shot clock now. Looking for a 3. Oh, a spin, a prayer, and a whistle. She gets the call. And she'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Gabby Guzman drew contact, spun into the defender, threw up a prayer, didn't go in, but she was just looking for a whistle, and she got it. All right, so let me throw the tables on you. If you're head coach Mike Ricks and you just senior team handily win what will be nearly a 25 to 30 point win on the road, and your top scorer just dropped in about half the points. What's the takeaway overall you take from this game?
It's a good start to the season. It really is, because this is essentially a second season beginning right now, full of all conference games. It's a very good start, and it's just you got to keep on building where you are right now. Definitely no complaints coming in at the moment.
Well, like you said, there's a break. It's Christmas, it's New Year's, it's their first game back probably. So that reset button was hit cleanly, and this team is basically dialed in to make a good, strong run to get those top 4 positions by the end of the season in Red River Conference play. Is now under 2 minutes. Here's Hankins at the free throw line. She's a junior from Welch, Oklahoma, Welch High School, 5'11". Nice pair of free throws she delivers for the Lady Lions. And 25-point lead, well in hand of Lady Celts to pick up their 4th win in conference play. They'll climb above 500, Tim, at now 4-3 with this win tonight.
Lady Lions,
a steal.
Lady Lions will drop to 1-8. Still at the bottom of the conference, needing to find some wins. We'll look ahead at their schedule here in just a moment at the post-game show to see where they might find some of those wins.
Ball handled by the Lady Celts. Stop and pop off the glass. Shot no good. And Hankins was trying to prevent herself from falling out of bounds, and do so traveled. So the ball will be underneath the Lady Celts with them in possession. Bratchett, Griffin, Hill, Hankins, and Tanks into the game for the Lady Lions. Under a minute to play now. 77-52. Hill looking to add to her 21 points on the night. Blocked from behind and a whistle. That's going to be Erin Quinones. She's a freshman from Houston, Texas. Whistled on the foul from behind. We'll put number 34, Miss Brittany Griffin, at the line. She's from Rockwall Christian High School in Rockwall, Texas, as a sophomore, listed at 5'11".
On the line, Brittany Griffin.
In just a few minutes, we'll have pregame festivities for Game 2 of our doubleheader, Tim, as the men who come into the season at 8-3 will square off against a very tough St. Thomas with also just 3 losses on the season.
That game's going to be very interesting. You may see two teams, it might look like two teams playing into a mirror. They play very similar styles.
Check that. SAGU is 11-3, not 8-3. St. Thomas is 8-3. Yes, very similar styles.
So it's going to be a very interesting game. These two teams squared off a lot last year. We'll have all that information coming up for you on the men's pregame show.
It is a 3-ball delivered. Shanita Tanks.
Lady Lions' first 3-pointer of the game, I believe, takes place as time runs down under 10 seconds. And St. Thomas will just run the clock all the way out and hold on to a 77-56 victory here on the first home game for the Lady Lions of 2013.
The Lions fall to 4-11 on the season and 1-8 in conference play. And Coach Beaters will, like you say, look at the tape, as we like to call it. Not tape anymore, but look at the video and try to find some positives in how you can improve on defense, improve on offense, maybe turn those turnovers down a bit notch. That was a big factor. That really sparked the whole game plan for St. Thomas, was forcing turnovers in that really vicious full court press in the first half of the first half, and that really set the tone, Tim, for how this game played out.
Yeah, it did. Well, we're going to go a quick commercial break and be back with post-game comments and a look ahead to the men's game starting here in just about 20 to 25 minutes.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Gymnasium, where the Lions have just lost by nearly 21 points. They played hard for the first few minutes, but then it was all Arsenault Francis from there on out. Totaled in 36 points.
It really was. It was all Amber Arsenault Francis the whole way. 36 points on the game. We'll get some finals for you here in just a little bit. Looking ahead, the Lady Lions schedule the rest of the way, though, they have a pretty tough way to go. They start off a 5-game road swing on January 10th. They start off at Our Lady of the Lake, who's currently undefeated at 13-0. Then they go against Northwood, a team they might be able to, again, that's a game very winnable, not a conference game, but it will be a game that's very winnable. Against Jarvis, who's one of those teams ahead of you, have to pass up to make back in the tournament.
Right.
Against Texas College, who's the only team that's currently behind the Lady Lions.
And then Wiley.
Who's number 2 in 12-1. So 2 of those 5 games will be very tough. The other 3, you say, those are the winnable games. Those are the ones you have to pull down. If you can find a way to pull a miracle in one of those other 5, you're very well off.
And our next broadcast will be the game following that, which will be January 26th against Bacone College at 5:30. So hopefully by that time, we could have maybe 3, 4, even maybe 5 more wins if these Lions can turn things around.
Yeah, we hope that's the situation we're looking at then. Looking at some quick final stats here. 36 total points for Arsenault Francis, 21 rebounds for the Lady Lions, 21 points from Taylor Hill, 16 rebounds from Cassie Cox. So both good games from them on that front. Lady Lions shoot a better 37% in the second half, as well as 84% from the free throw line. But it wasn't good enough to battle the 51% shooting in the second half from St. Thomas. They shot 47% on the game.
And you're right, they were 1 out of 14 the Lions were from three-point land. So that one you mentioned was their one and only three-point shot after 13 misses in a row.
Well, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we get back, it'll be pregame show for the Lions versus Kelts. Sorry about that. St. Thomas Kelts, SAGU Lions coming up right after this.